show, the show where I get to ask the questions. Now, I know that all of you have probably heard about gay people by now. Well, alternative lifestyles have just gotten a whole lot more altered. Meet Chris. His pen name is Mystic Life, and he has written a book with the title Spiritual Polyamory, and he is here today to tell us just what the heck that is. Welcome to the show.
It's nice to be here.
Now, Chris, aka Mystic Life, you know, I am all for spiritual. I mean, Jesus Christ is, was, and will always be my King and personal Savior. So I'm down with the spiritual part. But this,
It's the second part of the title that causes some concern.
You betcha? Well, I don't know. I mean, should I be? Is it contagious? I don't know. What does that word polyamory even mean?
It's the love of more than one person, and so that can take many forms. For many people, it involves intimacy as well.
Ah, so you're Mormon?
That can be one form of it. There's a lot of subsets, and there's a lot of components of polygamy that actually tie in with a kind of patriarchal system, which it has more of an oppressive vibe than most polyamorous would feel comfortable with.
Oh, well, that's good, because I hate hearing about those old creepy guys who are always trying to get it on with younger girls. No way. That is not my America. So tell me, what is it about this polyamory that's so spiritual that would make you want to write a book about it?
Well, I believe that originally when I started looking into it, I found that just because another person was polyamorous, that didn't mean that I necessarily was going to really relate to them very well. So being that I've been interested in spirituality since around 1997 or so, I thought that might be a better way of finding like-minded people. Throughout that process, I've discovered too that just because someone identifies as spiritual doesn't mean that they're necessarily looking at spirituality in the same way that I do. I feel that my perspective it has a lot of overlap with what a lot of people would call New Age ideas, but I also have spent a lot of time trying to filter out a lot of the imbalanced aspects of those kind of spiritual perspectives and bring boundaries as well as compassion.
So, are you currently in a polyamorous relationship?
Yes, my partner Amanda and I are currently looking for a bi woman. Amanda's bi or bisexual. I'm heterosexual, so we thought that a good partner for us to expand with would be a female. And a female, of course, who's attracted to both genders, because we're both looking to kind of open up ourselves with this person, so we thought a bisexual woman would be appropriate.
Well, have you had any luck?
Well, it depends on how you find luck. We've had some intimacy on various levels, emotional or intimate, physical, in a variety of situations that felt like they approximated what we were looking for. But we've found that as we've done more personal work in relationship to our past and just working through stuff from our childhood and so forth, we've been more and more open to somebody that would be a really good friend, because for a lot of people we've realized that being a lover isn't always about being a friend. Sometimes it's just finding somebody who triggers your stuff that's not resolved yet, if you know what I mean.
Well, I know that if Todd was hankering after some bimbo and that he expected me to love too, well, the only trigger I'd be feeling is the one under my shooting finger. I mean, don't you all get jealous and stuff?
Well, if I can ask you a personal question, are you bisexual?
Nope. Bisexuality is one bridge that would lead to nowhere with Sarah Palin.
If you were, then you might find that if you could, with Todd, develop a equal triadic relationship in which all people loved each other and all people trusted each other, it could, trigger some things. But Amanda and I have had some friendships with females that we connected with, and it felt very natural and very comfortable. And there's a certain kind of, Harville Hendricks talks about the imago in terms of just working through emotional issues. He wrote a book called Keeping Keeping the Love You Find, and then there's like Getting the Love You Want were two books. And so this concept of corrective emotional experiences, you can have that with one partner, you can also have that with two, where to Amanda I would be perhaps, good father, a female could be good mother figure, perhaps Amanda to me could be, good mother or good sister, and, it's like these roles are not always so clearly defined either. It's about, sometimes being many different roles. But that's our feeling, is that if we agree to a dynamic that feels comfortable at where we're at, then we won't feel jealous or uncomfortable.
I wish you all the best in finding this special lady friend for you all to do your spiritual polyamory relationship stuff with. And if any of you out there are into that same kind of love style, check out his book Spiritual Polyamory on Amazon.com. It's under the pen name Mystic Life. And well, Chris, it has been a real hoot and a half talking to you about all of this alternative living stuff. And I look forward to having you on the show again real soon.
Bye, Sarah.
Let's cut out the melodrama so we can wake up the whole wide world. Let's make up and start all over.